Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the lecture of mechanical vibrations. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of mechanical vibrations: classification of vibrations. Okay. Mechanical vibrations can be classified in many ways. Some of the important classifications I am going to give here. Some of the important classifications. Okay. First classification is free and forced vibrations. Free and forced vibrations. Okay. Free vibrations are those vibrations which occurs by providing only the initial disturbance. Okay, if we have a system, a spring mass system, and if we are providing only one initial disturbance, only single initial disturbance, and the system is left to vibrate due to its own effects, such vibrations are known as free vibrations. Okay, I repeat. Only providing the initial disturbance. If the system vibrates due to its own effect, own effects means here we have a spring. The spring has a property to store the potential energy. Here we have mass, which has property to store the kinetic energy. Only there will be conversion of kinetic energy into potential energy and potential energy into kinetic energy. Such vibrations are known as free vibrations. Okay. In case of forced vibration, we have continuous external excitation. Like F is equal to F naught sine omega t. Continuous external excitation means we have this mass and we are vibrating this mass by providing continuous external excitations. Such vibrations are known as forced vibration. These are free vibrations providing only initial disturbance. This one is the forced vibrations. We have continuous external excitation. Frequency corresponding to free vibrations is known as natural frequency, and frequency corresponding to forced vibration is known as forced frequency. Okay, so these two terms are related to free vibration and forced vibration. So first classification we have done on the basis of excitation. If we have single initial disturbance, then these vibrations are free vibration. If we have continuous external excitation, such vibrations are known as forced vibration. Okay, so clear first one. The classification is done on the basis of excitation. Okay, now the second classification. Second classification is undamped and damped vibrations. Undamped and damped vibrations. Okay, undamped and damped vibrations. Okay, till now we have added only two elements to the system. First one mass, second one the spring, the stiffness part. First one mass, second one the stiffness element. Okay, first one mass, second one stiffness element. The function of mass is to store the kinetic energy. Function of mass is to store the kinetic energy, and function of the spring is to store the potential energy. Now we are adding one more term, that is the damper. The function of damper is to eliminate the energy of the system. Okay, so if we don't have any damping part, such vibrations are known as undamped vibration. If the system does not have any damping element, such vibrations are known as undamped vibrations. If we have damping element present in the system, the function of damping element is to eliminate the energy of the system, If we have added one more element, let's say the damper, okay, such vibrations, now the energy of the system will be eliminated, or we can have this type of systems also, in which we have surface to surface contact. Such vibrations are the damped vibrations, in which the energy, here we have fluid element due to viscosity, the energy of the system will eliminate. Viscosity is the friction between the liquid molecules. Okay, this one is the surface to surface contact. We have Coulomb damping, surface to surface contact. Here we will have friction. Due to friction, heat will be generated, and heat is a kind of energy. That energy comes from the energy of the system. So the energy of the system will dissipate continuously. The energy of the system will dissipate if we have damping element present in the system. The vibrations will be like that. In case of the undamped vibrations, the amplitude of vibration will remain same, because we don't have any energy dissipating element. But in case of the damped vibration, energy of the system will dissipate. And at one point we have zero energy. Okay, such vibrations are known as undamped and damped vibration. So the classification is done on the basis of the damper element. If the damper element present in the system, then we have damped vibration. If we don't have any damper element present in the system, such vibrations are known as undamped vibrations. Okay, clear? The third one we are adding deterministic and random vibrations. Okay, deterministic and random vibration. The word deterministic means we can determine the position, we can determine the velocity, we can determine the displacement of the system, we can determine the velocity, displacement, acceleration of the system. Such vibrations are known as the deterministic vibration. Let's say if we have this kind of vibration, so at any point we can determine the velocity, we can determine the acceleration, we can determine the displacement. Such vibrations are deterministic vibrations. But if we have this kind of random vibrations, so we cannot determine, in the starting position we cannot determine the position, the velocity, acceleration or the displacement at any point. We cannot determine. But in case of this such vibration, we can determine. In the starting position, we can say that at time t is equal to 10 seconds, this will be the velocity, this will be the acceleration, this will be the displacement. But in this case, we cannot determine. Such vibrations are known as deterministic vibrations, in which we can determine. These are vibrations are known as the random vibration, in which we cannot determine the displacement, velocity and acceleration. Okay. Now the fourth classification of vibration is the steady and transient vibration. Steady and transient vibrations. Okay. Steady vibrations are those vibrations in which amplitude of vibration remains constant with respect to time. Okay. In case of transient vibrations, the amplitude of vibrations decreases continuously with respect to time. Okay. So if we have constant